Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the TIG Talks podcast. I'm your host, Matthew. We've got the annoying Ross with us. Hello, annoying Ross.
Hello,
Hey,
annoying
man.
Ross.
We've also got annoying Robbie.
Hello, I am Robbie.
We've also got very nice Michael.
Hi.
You're all playing a video game.
We got access to the beta, the closed beta of Aftercharge, and so we thought this week we might play a wee game, and then we can
give me
show the game.
Give me the quick rundown on Aftercharge because I'm not.
All right.
playing
Well,
that
I'm
one.
this.
Aftercharge is a 3v3 game in which you have to hunt down 3 robots that are invisible while protecting all the charge stations that surround the area. The way that it's difficult is that robots can be picked up from far away, and there's pretty much no way to stop them from doing it.
That sounds like a pretty good summary.
Yeah,
So far. I mean, they'll be able to see it, so they can see like what the game.
Yeah, they can see what's going
so-
on, but
Yeah. Easy. Why don't we start with what we've been playing? So, maybe I'll go first since you guys are all kind of in the middle of doing whatever and give you time to think. I've been playing a couple of interesting things. I have mainly, since this game came out on PC, I've been playing Yakuza 0, which was my game of the year for, I think it was last year?
every year.
Whatever year I played it in, it was my game of the year. It came out on PC, and so I'm like, well, I'm going to buy that and try that out. The PC port is not perfect. There's a couple of issues with it. Some people have reported crashes, but I've not experienced that. But I've experienced a little bit of like frame stuttering and audio stuttering, which there's very easy fixes for, but it's still kind of like not great for, working perfectly straight off the bat. But the game is still fantastic, and it looks beautiful on PC, and it's real good. I'm really happy with the game and how it's running on my computer, so that's sick. I've also, because I was on that Devil May Cry 4 binge, I bought the HD collection for the 3 previous games, and I found out that the first Devil May Cry was like it started as a prototype for the new Resident Evil games, or at the time they were the new Resident Evil games, and they basically went like, hey, this isn't scary enough and this is more actiony, so let's just turn this one into a full action game. So that was fun, and I'm having a try at the various HD remasters of the previous games, which are all pretty fun. And the last thing that I played was a game that came during the Humble Monthly called The Surge, which some of you might have heard of. It's like the Dark Souls-like game where you play as like a mechanical robot man.
But robot. It's
Yeah.
like
what's it called?
The Surge.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the
no.
Surge.
The game is like, which one did you choose? Did you choose the tank suit or the fast suit?
I chose the fast one.
I thought you might. Is it any good? Because I've heard decent things, but
I
It's
like
also-
the thing is, I don't have anything to compare it to because I haven't played the fast one. It just feels like normal, like Dark Souls speed, where I'm just dodging around and stuff, like just how I usually play. I don't notice like that choice, at least so far, doesn't feel like it has affected my gameplay at all. I don't think, but maybe it has in a way that I haven't realized, where if I picked the other one, I'd be like, wow, this sucks, and I hate it. But I'm enjoying it so far. I like it. Feels very like linear, and you just go in and punch things.
I thought
Really
that
bad.
would probably be the case.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's fun. You can upgrade your gear and cut off other people's arms for their gear and stuff, which is cool. Wouldn't buy it for more than like $10, but
Oh,
if you had Humble Bundle, and
we
you
lost.
How did we do?
Oh,
How did we lose so fast? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was just
Sorry.
like, how does this game work?
and then we all got killed very quickly.
I'm sure everyone watching will be like, what is going on in this game? Because that's
Guys,
how
this is actually how we win. It's my controller's still not working either.
Oh, that's good.
So the Surge is
Yeah,
any
so the
good?
Surge.
Which you
I
buy for-
actually, yeah, I actually quite like it. It's not if you go into it like as a just kind of like a if you I don't know how to describe it. It's if you like the combat of Dark Souls. If you played Let It Die, the free-to-play Dark Souls like on PS4, you'll
I
probably
haven't.
but it's just like Dark Souls combat where you need to like carefully observe your opponent's moves and that kind of thing, and you collect like scrap from the enemies and you upgrade your gear and find your own gear and stuff. The story's pretty trash, but like I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest.
How much was
but
it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's alright. Just give it a bit of a looky if you've got it on the Humble Bundle.
Oh, I was
On the Humble Bundle?
Yeah, that's
the old Humble Bundle, eh?
Apart from that, though, I haven't been playing anything. What about any of you have been playing anything besides Aftercharge? Anyone want to go?
Shall I go
Yeah,
first?
maybe.
Yeah.
So I've been playing some more Slay the Spire, and
Yep.
that game, winning in that game is like having an orgasm. It really is. Like I won, and I stood up and was like, yes! And it was the
It
most
takes a lot more
exhilarating.
effort as well.
Yeah, it's winning in that game is amazing. It really it like is so satisfying as well, because you just feel like you've actually accomplished something. Because like you get to the end and some of the final bosses just like really mess you up as well. Like they'll have multiple phases, or they'll come back and then they'll just decide that they're going to only attack and do incredible amounts of damage.
I think it helps that it is so simple as well, and so that like there's a lot you can do, and it takes such a long time to win that it's really satisfying when you do. Like you feel like you actually did well and wasn't random luck or like stupid weird stuff, that stupid like meta card game bullshit that made you win.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
you won because
Like in
you-
Magic, where it's like, oh, I think I
Yeah.
won, and then all of a sudden you.
What do you
It
mean
turns
you
out
have
that you
20
did.
lands? I don't even know what a land is. That's the kind
It's-
of thing when I see Magic works.
It's really good. It has that Mario Kart thing where it's kind of like every time you lose, it's totally because the game is bullshit. And
Yeah,
every
it's not
time
your
you
fault.
win-
It's never
Yeah.
your fault.
And every time you win, you're like, I guess it's just because I'm the
That was
best.
all me. Yeah,
Yeah.
all me.
Yeah. I've been playing the girl character, that has all the poison moves and everything, and that has been a lot of fun. Like, she has an ability that allows her to double a character's poison, and the highest that poison I got on someone was I got 65.
It's honestly like the characters are so unique, even though there's only 3 of them. They each do something so different, and it's fantastic to just like everyone I've talked to has like a different favorite. Like I love the mechanical dude. I know people who are like really
Yeah.
into the warrior.
Defect
just
is
because
so
they can
much fun.
smash. Yeah, it's there's so much cool stuff.
Oh man, like there's a bunch of really interesting mechanics in it as well, but it's like whirlwind and things like that.
Yeah.
That just makes the game super unique and fun to play.
Also, you've been playing you were big on the Binding of Isaac train, weren't you? You were. A
Oh,
big fan
I
of
really
that.
am. I'm still real big on it.
Still real big on it.
I've been playing it on Switch just for funsies.
Is it
because,
easier on
you know, why
Switch?
not? Oh no, for me it's harder.
Is it just like
I
mainly
imagine,
control
yeah,
reason?
since you're controlling with like the Joy-Cons, it would be a bit more difficult.
Yeah. It has its problems in some ways in that regard, because it just doesn't feel natural.
Hmm.
Like moving feels very, very strange and weird, because like you think you're moving it in one direction, but because you have the little analog stick, any slight adjustment or odd movement sends you like careening into spikes, and it
Yeah,
throws
you
me
don't
off.
have like
so-
the accuracy of the 4 keys. Well, not accuracy, but you always know where you're going.
Yeah.
In terms of like keyboard controls.
and also like guiding between spikes and things like that is
Oh,
really, really
yeah,
difficult.
that would be rough. Yeah, I never even
Yeah.
thought of that.
It's super. It's fun in a lot of ways as well. But I'm so used to having like all the really, really high tier items. Pardon, sorry, I just had because I'm a bit burpy. But
I like this format of like everyone except me being super stressed while playing the game. I think it's hilarious.
actually getting real stressful. Have
like
you noticed?
distracting
Have you
you
noticed
all.
how like Michael's gone real quiet? He's like
Yeah.
it's the first time in his life.
super focused.
I told you I can't talk and play games at the same time.
I just
like
realized.
it makes me feel like I have the power here, which is
You
a very
don't.
rare concept for me. So I'm
You're the
very
least
happy with
powerful
it. I think
in
we
the
should
I
do
just
every
realized
podcast.
all of the different characters have like different weapons and stuff. I didn't know that.
Oh,
you're
you
a
are
fucking
a
moron.
moron, idiot.
I was playing this game and I'm like, oh, okay. I'll be this skinny robot dude or skinny like human dude.
You
And
can
I'm
tell
like,
when
it's a
you can
sniper.
tell when we're not actually playing
because all of a sudden
Yeah,
we can
so
talk again.
Michael,
Okay, we're back now, so
what have you been playing since you're in a respite?
I hadn't finished talking about my thing yet.
Oh my god! Go on then.
Jesus Christ! I also played Super Smash Bros. Because I went to a party, and holy fuck, it's
which
the best
one?
party game. 4.
Yeah, it's really
No,
good.
no. Which party?
Oh, I don't want to say.
Oh, that's how you know it
You
was.
don't
a bad
approve of the
party.
company that I keep, Michael, and I don't want to disappoint you any further.
You'd never disappoint me, Rob.
Did you
that's
have
a
the
lie.
classic party joke of one person plays Donkey Kong and they target someone and they always grab him and drop him off the edge so he doesn't have fun?
No, I did the thing
Spoilers, I'm the one who gets dropped off the edge.
where what I always did was I always chose Bowser, and what I would do is I would grab, because his grab, he does a backflip and body slams.
Oh, that's what you did.
So you get to the end, you kill them so that you have 1 life left.
Come save me, you fools.
You need to mind your language, sir. Ow. Okay,
So-
I'm dead. Anyway,
Same,
so
we're all
you
dead.
grab him and you do a back. Ah, we
Yeah.
lost again.
So I'm starting to understand.
So when you
this.
work Onyx, you need to focus on saving the other work Onyx.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
in case you
I'm
didn't
thinking
realise.
what we're gonna
Okay.
do is
Guys.
sorry.
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Aren't we doing a podcast?
Yeah, we're doing a game special edition game podcast.
Yeah, this plays great for radio.
Now it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, this plays great for radio.
Robbie,
Can't wait
shut
for
the fuck
people to
up.
listen to this on iTunes.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Anyway, so
Shut your dirty
I'm
whore
sorry.
mouth.
I love you.
see, everyone's really close to their microphones now, and it's freaking me out.
Good. It's loud and proud.
Holy fuck! I'm gonna lose my mind.
Just
let me
keep talking
talk.
then.
So you do the grab, and then you do a backflip. And what you do is if you get 1 stock up, so that they only have 1 left, and you have 2 left, you grab them and do a backflip, so both of you die, but then you win.
Yeah, that's what people do to me. I don't like that.
Okay, before we continue, there's this guy we're playing, and his name's Notorious B.I. And he was just like, someone was like rude on the other team, and he was like, he does not represent us.
Yeah, he's
what?
probably one of the devs. Like it's
That's
it's an open beta or closed beta, and it could just
Oh
be
yeah, and I was just shit talking.
yeah. So you have to.
Good. Honestly, like that's the way
And your
to
name
play.
is
And
Michael Tig.
And my name.
They know who you are.
Yeah. Sorry,
Gonna get
games
targeted,
journalist. This
Michael.
person on my team does not represent my company.
We'll just
This is,
Is
yeah,
it you?
I don't represent the company. I'm the CEO of the company.
oh, okay.
Exactly.
Not the face of the company. Oh my god, how are we getting our ass handed to us already?
Because you're not very good.
No,
So,
you're not very good at
Oh
it.
my
is that you done for, Ross, or are you still? Is there still
Uh,
things you'd like to say?
Yeah, Smash Bros is cool, but I think it could be better. And you know
Yeah.
how? Waluigi.
No,
Nope.
no.
No, get him in. Get him in everything.
Now we can move on to Michael.
Okay, who
What
else?
have you been playing,
else
Michael?
have you
What
been
video
playing?
games
I
are you
mean,
into?
so apart from Aftercharge today, I haven't really been playing too much because I have been deathly ill. I was in hospital earlier in the week.
Oh well, boo, frickin' who, mate?
But when I
apologise,
wasn't in
Anthony.
hospital, yeah, I know, and you felt bad. I could
I
hear
did.
it.
Immediately was like, that's not good.
Can't do it like that.
But when I got out of hospital, I mainly watched some TV shows. But since then, I've played a few games. So one of them is an itch.io game called Beat the Heartbreaker, which is actually a whole lot of fun, to be honest.
What's it about?
It's basically like a open world pixel beat 'em up game.
Okay.
It's kind of. It
And
looked really
you
cool.
Just go, you just
What?
Robbie, did you play Beat
No,
the
but I read the
Outbreaker?
review
'cause
about it.
First of all, you don't pay. Yeah, well, I edited the review.
Yeah, and then I was saying it looked really cool.
You know what looks cool, Robbie? Me talking.
Okay, we'll keep talking.
That doesn't look cool. It just sounds cool.
It'll
So yeah, I've
look
been
cool on
playing that,
YouTube.
and as Robbie rudely interrupted, it is very cool.
This game is impossible. Oh my god.
Yep.
Stop interrupting, Ross. Michael's talking.
No,
I'm
I'm the star of the show. Damn it.
It comes in about $6, and it's just like it's just a fun game. Oh man, I'm chasing somebody, but I've got no fucking bullets.
Keep him high lit, and then
me.
I'll get him.
We should do a podcast where all of us play Omicron at the same time.
We all kill ourselves at the
You
end.
keep talking about Omicron, but I don't know what it is.
It's the worst game in
Oh
the world.
boy, you in for a treat.
It's the
It
worst
is-
game
it is-
ever made.
Yeah,
Did you know,
so
Robbie?
you know how
Huh.
when people say like, "Oh, this game sucks, it's the worst" or whatever.
Yeah.
Omicron is the worst game ever made. Like, it
It
is.
genuinely is. It's
Yeah, it
designed by an
features-
idiot.
It features David Bowie, who was somehow tricked and manipulated into being a part of this game.
But anyway, so back to what I was
yeah.
saying. So, Beat the Outbreaker is an open world pixel beat 'em up
Shoot 'em.
game. You don't have weapons or anything, and there's collectibles and stuff. That's pretty much it. Has anyone played itch.io games before?
I've played a couple, but not.
I've read some reviews about
for,
them.
like extended periods.
They're very hit and miss.
Yeah.
From what I've gathered.
I mean, they're just very like they're like free website games.
Some of them
though,
are free. Some there are paid ones as well.
Oh, are there?
Yeah. So generally, it's pay what you want, but some of them do have a minimum threshold.
Okay.
The majority of them are free.
All right.
They
Hey, good input.
And I think
I'm
because of that, a lot of them are quite bad. A lot of them are made in Game Maker and things like that. But this one developer, we've actually reviewed 2 of his games. The other one was Long Live the Axe.
Oh, okay.
I did not mean to.
And Beat the Outbreaker is actually a whole lot of fun. Apart from that, I've been playing. I replayed All Star Fruit Racer, which is a karting game that I reviewed on launch and just finished the video review for. So hopefully, by the time this podcast is up, Robbie will have our video review up for
yeah, no,
it.
I will.
Yeah. Robbie, you don't like not talking, do you?
Well, I feel like I haven't been talking much this episode, so I feel like I just gotta get my
Mate,
snippets in.
you've been talking
Oh.
plenty.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And so yeah, and that's just like it's just a karting game. It's really fun. Disappointingly, there still isn't an online presence, so I wasn't able to try the multiplayer, and it's a real shame because it's a fucking solid karting game. Like, it's good, and the fact of the matter is it's on every platform. So yeah, it's never gonna have the respect of Mario Kart, but it controls well. It's got a nice twist on the karting gameplay, being that it's all fruit themed. I don't know. It's just good fun. I played it for a wee bit today, and I will definitely play it again. And it's 4-player split screen, so if I ever have 3 other friends in real
It could
life,
be us.
I'll definitely
Why don't
play
I'm
it.
sure you could
Why
find
don't we
some.
play that instead of this?
Oh,
Yeah, why don't you play a game that looks mildly decent?
Hey, no, this game is
Robbie,
actually really fun.
Thanks for the Aftercharge developers.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us these.
I'll bring my controllers down with us, and maybe you and me can at least.
Yeah,
play.
that'll be tight. We can do that.
Alex likes it too. Does Shelley like karting games?
Kelly doesn't play any games. We'll make it play.
We'll
It'll
get
be
it
fine.
drunk. That's how I do
Nothing
it.
says love like peer pressure.
Get it
Yeah.
though? Peer
Exactly.
pressure because it's a fruit-based game.
Oh my god.
How does one disconnect someone else from a call?
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I have still playing Pokemon Go since I started in June, just before the friend update came out. And Niantic confirmed today that PvP is coming by the end of
I
the
saw
year.
that email.
So that's going to be fucking exciting. But yeah, so it's really fun. So for those who don't know, Niantic's recently brought, so you can get you can get the first 3 generations of Pokemon now. They've got research tasks. You can get friends and using gifts. The gym system was completely overhauled because prior to the overhaul, it was quite difficult for new players to be able to take down gyms. But now Pokemon lose motivation, and it becomes easier for them to be taken out.
It's a bit
Yeah.
sad. Oh, poor things.
I don't want to bow to the capitalist overlords, and then they just.
But yeah, so I'm playing that
I'm
every
leaving.
day. I just caught a Raikou, so I'm real happy. Yeah, it's fun,
Sounds good to me.
and that's me.
All right. Lastly, and certainly leastly, Robbie can finally speak about what he's
Awesome.
been playing.
Oh, I just looked
got
at
the
his
floor.
fucking list. He's played jack shit.
No, what do you
guys.
mean?
Sweet
Hey,
fuck all.
guys. I want to tell you about this one game I've been playing this week. It seems really good. The tutorial was somewhat daunting and a little bit difficult. It's this game called Aftercharge.
You're a son of a bitch, and I hate
I haven't
you.
had time to play games this week. Although, okay, I have been playing a few Switch games. I've been taking my Switch to work, but I've already talked about all those games anyway. So let's totally not worry about it. Let's just keep in mind that Robbie is a busy boy, and he's you know.
I'm busy too.
Oh.
Well, if you're not going to talk about anything important, how about we talk about the news?
News is
then?
what I can talk about. Let's hit that.
We got Rocket League Ultimate Edition coming out on all consoles and PC in a physical and digital form. So basically, if you
Holy-
haven't played Rocket League yet, which you should have, you can get it with all the DLC. For
Yeah,
whatever
so
you
guess
wanna
who's
play.
going to be playing Rocket League? His name's
Everyone,
Michael.
basically. Everyone's going to be playing Rocket League because that game is fantastic. Yeah,
Robbie,
I
I
don't really
ask
know what
one
to
thing
say.
of you, and you die immediately.
Wow, what am I supposed to do here?
Run.
I'm running, but you were in my way.
Come around and save me. Come around and save me. Yeah, no, I'm super excited for Rocket League because I haven't
Holy
actually.
fuck.
Go above.
Yeah. No, it'll be good. I'm excited too.
Yeah, I haven't played Rocket League, and I think with all the big multiplayer, you know, all the battle royale games and stuff that have come out, I think it's a good opportunity for them to get a big resurgence.
Just by the way, don't come
Yeah.
rescue me. Just stay away from me.
So this is a little old-ish news, I guess, but we keep seeing like a little bit about it every few
Oh
weeks.
my god, I got one. I'm a god. I love myself and Christ. Oh, I'm dead.
Dead or Alive 5 is going to tone down on some of the more sexual aspects of the game. So for those who have
No text.
who know Dead or Alive, that game is kind of, or those games rather, are infamous for their coining of the
Text.
term jiggle physics.
I think that's
So
a good
apparently
thing, though. I mean,
they're cutting back on that, but I mean, if they want to be put on like, I mean, they're a fighting game, so if you want to be like competitive, I think it's probably good for your image if you get rid of the jiggle physics factor in your game. But that ain't none of my business. You can do what you want in your game.
can I just make a really quick comment?
Yeah.
Both of these fucking morons have died right next to each other, so it's
No,
like
you die and then your body can be pushed. I got pushed
yeah.
there.
And I keep getting revived, but then there's like 3 of them crowding around. All they're doing, they don't care about the game. They're just wanting to like... Oh look, they keep pushing you back into the circle. This is why this game is a little bit broken.
Fuck!
Look, it's just pushing my body back into where the other guy was. And so that's awesome.
This sounds like a really fun game, guys.
This game is dumb and I
You'd
hate
be best
it.
to pick up, go get
Nah,
Ross,
he's
don't get
dead.
me.
Dead.
Oh, we're all dead.
And we lost again! I hate video games!
Rip.
For
This is why I
the
do
next little bit of
football.
news, we have started the Evo tournaments, which if you're a fighting game aficionado like myself, you would have been watching the Evo 2018 championship that is taking place in Las Vegas.
wait, what's EVO?
It is the
Online.
fighting game championship tournament that takes place with all the big
Oh.
fighting games, including
Sounds like
Street
something
Fighter
that I'm
5.
really missing out on. Boom.
Yeah.
Poor me.
You've been missing out on Street Fighter 5, you've been missing out on Tekken 7, the Super Smash Brothers games and Dragon Ball Fighters, Blaze Blue Cross Tag, Injustice 2, that kind of thing. I believe there was a one of the developers was playing at Evo. Let me just see if I can get this up. He said something like, I don't know if it was Harada or someone who said, like, he lost to a pro player, and he was like, you know, very humbled to be put in the loser bracket. You know, I'm having a great time out at Evo. And then about like 3 hours later, he tweeted like, massive changes are coming to some characters in the game. Like, just, I love the idea of a developer getting beaten by a professional, and he's like, I see. I guess that character is going to be a little bit changed.
Yeah, I guess that character's gonna get
Nerfing the fuck out of their character!
Yeah. So Evo has been really great if you are big on fighting games. It's been pretty crazy. Lots of cool stuff there. I feel like we're in the best time for fighting games now because we have such a interesting variety of games. Like we've got like a Dragon Ball game is a competitive fighting game, which is pretty cool. You know, if you like anime and stuff, you can get into
If you like anime and you don't like women,
That's true. You can get into this.
you can get
Easily.
into Dragon Ball.
Wait, why
Oh
do they
my-
like women if they're in Dragon?
What if you don't like either?
Well, then you can.
Or then get
Call
into
yourself
Dragon Ball.
Ross? Ow!
Wow.
That was unnecessary. I thought you said you weren't going to be mean if you were video
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, but it was too funny.
Speaking of esports, though, Canada is getting its first esports stadium in 2019.
Saw that. That was exciting. It's kind of
Oh,
cool.
So that's really
You
cool.
know, we have one now
so
too, eh?
It looks, yeah.
Like in New
think
Zealand,
so.
we've got one
It-
in Auckland.
Oh,
It-
that's hardly a
Yeah,
hardly a
but
thing.
at the
It's
same
like-
time, it's little old New Zealand, and we've got like a constant thing where Sky Sports is sponsoring like esports and stuff on TV.
It looks like it's going to support multiple different types of games because it says here that there's 40 gaming stations. So probably not Fortnite, but maybe like actual.
Well, then
competitive
what's the
games.
point?
Yeah, what's the point?
If there's no
Um,
Fortnite, why don't we all just kill ourselves?
250 fans is a little. I feel like it's a little small.
250 is very small for an esports stadium. Did you see how many that are?
it's
This sounds more like a Sith than a stadium.
yeah.
Like, what would you
So-
do with 250 people? That's
Who knows? Maybe
I
they're
don't
not
know.
expecting.
Start
maybe
a riot?
this is start a riot. Yeah. Maybe this is
plus the
more
Scotsman.
catered to like casual events and things like that instead of worldwide massive stages. I guess it might be something a bit more akin to like a local like football field than actually a stadium. But I guess we'll see how that turns out. We've also got something here about Valve taking down a game that
Yeah.
includes crypto mining malware.
Yeah.
Do I own this game?
No, you probably don't. So I don't remember what the game was
Imagine
called.
if it was the
You should.
imagine if it was the Putin Trump game that you sent
Oh,
them.
that would be
Wouldn't that
funny
be
as.
hilariously ironic?
Basically, what it was is people were reporting that their computers were like tanking when playing this game. That was like not graphically.
What was the
I don't
game?
remember. It's on that thing. I can't see on my screen at the moment. But if Matt can have a look, but yeah, basically what it was doing is it wasn't using any computer resources at all to run. Like it was just a real simple game. But then it was like maxing out the GPU, and the developers' responses were just like, "Oh yeah, well, it's just quite an intensive game. You just gotta put your settings down and you'll be sweet." But yeah, in reality, it was just mining crypto.
That's
I fucking-
ridiculous.
I fucking love that. That is the most savage thing I've heard.
So they've also they also actually duped people into buying fake items.
Oh yeah,
So it renamed itself into Team Fortress 2, and someone bought a rocket launcher, because obviously wanting to buy a rocket launcher for Team Fortress 2, but instead paid money to these developers who are, friggin' mining from your
Holy
computer. Valve has said that they plan to refund everything.
Can I just
and-
sorry to interrupt, but are we playing pro players or something? We're getting obliterated every game.
It's
How are you supposed to get into a game that you can't fucking last more than a minute?
I don't think.
I want to.
So
Oh!
that's all the news. Maybe we should end it.
No, I want to
there,
play another
possibly.
game.
Fuck!
We need to win one at least so
I
that
don't
we
know.
can cut this and make it look like we
We're
won.
not gonna win one, Robbie. We're bad.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
honest.
Oh, that ain't it, Chief.
I can't stall for that long.
I can't.
good,
I
but I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even try. So thank you very much, guys, for watching and listening to the insatiable. Fuck.
We're
For
so
listening to
sorry that you
TikToks.
had to watch Robbie's.
Sorry you had
gameplay.
to deal with this. It's. Oh, I can only imagine it's very painful.
I'm excited, to be honest. I'm really
please
keen
don't.
to see what this is.
I can't imagine anything
Bet it
worse
was
than
really
watching
good.
Robbie lose as bad as he's
What are you
been
talking
losing.
about? You're the one who keeps dying.
Which one
Dad,
was
Dad.
you?
Oh, what the?
Dad, you're both just terrible.
Well.
Anyway, if you enjoyed us, make sure that you listen to our film podcast and you like our Facebook page, our Twitter, and our Instagram. We do a bunch of giveaways on all of them. If you really, really like us, then you can give to our Patreon, where we have a bunch of prizes and things. I'm working on sending one to our current Patreon as
Yeah.
well, which includes a poem and a signed photo of me. I have an idea for the photo, and
Is it going to be
But,
raunchy?
Oh, yeah, Ross.
oh,
It's gonna be
definitely.
appropriate.
I mean, it is for Robbie, and I know that Robbie will want to add something to his collection. So I'll do that. But we also, part of our things are pretty cool. Like we write a poem for you if you want. I mean, it's by us, and we're not very creative. You've listened to the
Hey,
podcast.
speak for yourself. I have a whole book full of poems that I've written.
Well, some of us aren't as
It's what?
artistic as you, Michael.
I thought you said
Sorry.
autistic.
No, I didn't
cut
get
that
it right. Anyway, if you really enjoyed listening to us, make sure that you check out our film podcast as well. It's the same as this, but we talk about films. Holy fuck, we lost again.
What the fuck?
Nice.
I'm out.
All right. Thank you,
Anyway,
everyone. We'll
Thank you
see
very much
next
for listening, and we'll catch you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, yeah, they're both down. Oh, that guy below, I just...
Yeah, I saw the guy below. Did you get him, Matt?
No.
Oh, you stay over.
Okay.
Pussies.
Push them back towards the thing. I can see why they were doing it. Oh, cool. The other guy's up. They're actually playing this time.
Oh, you got
Got
caught in the
him.
trap.
I dropped my bomb.
Okay.
I dropped my bomb and he walked into it. Yeah, boy.
My boys.
See, I'm doing
Yeah, that's
doing
how we get
all good
business
this
done.
game, guys. Top of the table.